True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
What's up, Blue Nation? Welcome back to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, your exclusive news channel for our beloved Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm your host, and as always, I'm here to bring you the hottest information and the most in-depth analysis you won't find anywhere else. Before we dive headfirst into today's bombshell news, I want to ask a favor of all of you, our Blue Crew. If you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. By doing so, you ensure you won't miss any updates and help us continue to bring exclusive, high-quality content with the speed and accuracy you deserve. Your subscription is crucial for our channel's growth and for us to remain your #1 source for Dodgers news. I'm immensely grateful for the support of each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's get to it, because the market is heating up and our Dodgers are in the spotlight. The trade deadline is fast approaching, and the Los Angeles Dodgers front office, led by our president of baseball operations, Andrew Friedman, knows they need to make moves. Any illusion that the 2025 season will be a walk in the park, a triumphant march to the World Series without major obstacles, was brutally shattered by the recent and painful 6-game losing streak. This lean period served as a wake-up call, a stark reminder that even the most potent offense in the league, packed with stars and firepower, can go through cold spells and lack of production. However, my biggest concern, and I believe that of many of you as well, lies not with the bats but on the mound. The pitching staff once again has been our Achilles heel. In 2025, the curse of injuries has once again haunted our pitching staff relentlessly, perhaps more so than any of our main competitors in the title race. This avalanche of physical problems means that both our starting rotation and our bullpen are right now under intense evaluation for possible upgrades before the July 31st deadline. It's no longer a question of if, but who and how Andrew Friedman will navigate the market to fortify our team for the final stretch of the regular season, and most importantly, for the playoffs. It is in this scenario of urgency and necessity that a golden opportunity arises, a trade that could drastically change the face of our bullpen and give us the solidity we so desperately need. And that opportunity, according to reliable sources and renowned analysts, could come from the American League Central. A prominent baseball writer, Tim Kelly of Bleacher Report, in a meticulous analysis published last Friday, pointed to a name that would fit our needs like a glove: the Minnesota Twins setup man, Griffin Jax. Kelly named him as one of the top trade candidates for the Dodgers, and the arguments he presents are extremely compelling. In his column, Kelly wrote something that perfectly summarizes our situation. Los Angeles has done such a poor job of keeping its pitchers healthy that President of Baseball Operations Andrew Friedman just has to throw a bunch of talented arms against the wall and hope they're healthy enough for them to make a second consecutive World Series appearance. It's a harsh but realistic assessment. Friedman's strategy has been to accumulate talent, and now more than ever he needs reliable and above all healthy arms. And that's where Griffin Jax becomes such an attractive option. He's not just a healthy arm, he's an elite arm. Jax would be a fantastic addition to our bullpen because he possesses the versatility and quality needed to pitch in high leverage situations. He has the ability to pitch in the 9th inning if necessary, but his main strength lies in being that dominant setup man, the perfect bridge between our starter and our closer pitching in the 7th or 8th inning. Last season, he had a minuscule 2.03 ERA, earned run average, in 72 games, a number that speaks for itself and demonstrates his dominance over opposing hitters. This season, it's true that his ERA has regressed to 4.12, but this is where the precise and in-depth analysis, inspired by the John Heyman style, comes into play. We need to look beyond the surface numbers. Both his expected ERA, xERA of 3.10, and his FIP, fielding independent pitching, of 1.92 unequivocally suggest that he has been the victim of a lot of bad luck. FIP in particular is a metric that measures what a pitcher can directly control: strikeouts, walks, home runs, and hit by pitch, and a 1. 92 FIP is an elite number, indicating that his actual performance has been far superior to what his ERA suggests. The Twins' defense may not be helping him, and some lucky hits by opponents may have inflated his ERA. Griffin Jax, at 30 years old, is in his physical and technical prime. A quick glance at his Baseball Savant page reveals a sea of red, which for those unfamiliar is an excellent sign. The red metrics indicate that he's among the league's best in several categories, such as whiff rate, chase rate, and exit velocity against him. The only area that requires a slight improvement is the hard hit rate against his fastball, which, it should be noted, is only his third most used pitch. His primary pitches, the slider and the sweeper, are devastating and generate an impressive number of swings and misses. Everything else in his statistical profile points to a pitcher who should be a dominant force in the 8th inning moving forward, a true shutdown reliever. For the Dodgers front office, the next few weeks will be a period of intense exploration and negotiation. I have information that Andrew Friedman and his team are working tirelessly, making calls to various teams, scouting the market to see which power arms are available at a reasonable price. The acquisition of Jax could be exactly that opportunity. The Twins, for their part, are in an interesting position. They are looking to cut costs and already have an established and contracted closer, which makes Jax an elite setup man with a still affordable salary, a negotiable and highly valuable asset on the market. The combination of our urgent need for a reliable arm in the bullpen and the Twins' willingness to negotiate creates the perfect scenario for a trade that could be beneficial for both parties. The strategic analysis behind this potential trade is fascinating and reveals the different philosophies and needs of each franchise. On our side, the pursuit of Griffin Jax is a direct and pragmatic response to our greatest vulnerability. Andrew Friedman has always operated with the mentality that you can never have too much quality pitching, and his philosophy becomes even more crucial in a season marked by so many injuries. The addition of Jax would not just be a patch, but a strategic move to shorten the game. Having a reliable trio of Evan Phillips, Blake Trinan, and Griffin Jax for the final innings would turn our bullpen into an almost impenetrable fortress. This would take enormous pressure off our starting pitchers, who would know they need to deliver 5 to 6 quality innings, as they would have an elite backup to secure the win. This security is a huge psychological factor, especially in the postseason, where every pitch and every out counts. Furthermore, Jax is under contractual control for a few more seasons, which means he would not be a short-term rental. And he would be an integral part of our bullpen for years to come, offering stability and high-level performance at a relatively low cost. This is the hallmark of Friedman's trades, acquiring impact talent without compromising the long-term financial flexibility of the payroll. He seeks the perfect balance between immediate success and future sustainability, and the acquisition of Jax would fit perfectly into this strategy. Jax's ability to limit hard contact and induce swings and misses, as evidenced by his advanced metrics on Baseball Savant, is exactly what we need in a high-pressure environment like Dodger Stadium in the playoffs. He is a pitcher who trusts his stuff and attacks hitters, a mentality essential for success in October. From the Minnesota Twins' perspective, the trade also makes perfect sense. They are in a phase of financial reassessment, looking to optimize their payroll. With a closer already established on the roster, keeping an elite setup man like Jax, who will inevitably seek a more lucrative contract in the future, may not be the top priority. Trading Jax now, at the peak of his market value, would allow the Twins to acquire quality prospects from our farm system, which is one of the richest and deepest in the MLB. They could strengthen their base of young talent, ensuring the team's long-term competitiveness while alleviating their payroll. It is a classic trade of an immediate need for the Dodgers for future potential for the Twins. The Minnesota front office would be acting intelligently, capitalizing on a valuable asset to build a sustainable future. For us fans, the Blue Crew, this news is a breath of fresh air and a clear sign that our front office is not satisfied with the current situation and is willing to make the necessary moves to pursue the title. Seeing the team be proactive in the trade market, identifying specific targets that meet our biggest needs, is extremely encouraging. The potential arrival of a pitcher of Griffin Jax's caliber would give us a new dose of confidence and optimism for the second half of the season. He would be the missing piece in our bullpen puzzle, the link that would solidify our transition from the rotation to the closer. The idea of having such a dominant and reliable arm to protect leads late in the game is something that would make us much more at ease during the tightest contest. In summary, the trade proposal for Griffin Jax is more than just a rumor. It is a strategic move, grounded in data and the clear needs of both teams. For the Dodgers, it represents the chance to add an elite, versatile, and controllable arm to a bullpen that desperately needs reinforcements to compete for a World Series title. For the Twins, it's an opportunity to capitalize on a valuable asset to strengthen their future. The next few weeks will be decisive, and I will be following every move closely to bring you all the updates. Now, I want to hear your opinion, Blue Crew. What do you think of this potential trade? Is Griffin Jax the right name to solidify our bullpen? Or do you believe the front office should focus on another target, perhaps a starting pitcher? Leave your comments down below. Your opinion is extremely important to us and enriches our discussion. And don't forget to avoid missing any updates on this and other trades, and to continue receiving in-depth and exclusive analysis of our Los Angeles Dodgers, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Your support is what drives us. I'm your host, and this is True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report. See you in the next video.